welcome to the coffee stream. Today I'm joined by the always sleepy but sometimes awake Phoenix Fire, aka Back to Action Ashes.
Actions. I like that one too. Good
Back
morning, everyone.
back to action. There you go.
Back to action. That is true. I was just on. I was sitting in the studio last night, and then you hogtied me this morning, so I'm awake.
Someone promised to be at the last coffee stream and then said the schedule wrong. Somebody messed up and now owed me something. So, not mentioning names. Phoenix.
I'm a night owl. I put people to sleep now.
Yeah, and I'm still morning out because I still have my day job. Good morning, Sydney, Fairberries, and September Dragon Audio, aka June Dragon.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy. Hi, for berries. Hello, June Dragon. Oh God.
Welcome, Dark Little Voices, aka Shade. Hope Decay has kept you alive. Remember, if you die again, we gotta raise you.
Something I said. Hey, Slim Shady. Oh God. Anyway, so as we were talking before, I asked you, how your area is up there. Everyone's safe. You guys are safe.
Yeah, please. I hope everyone's okay for this fire/smoke. It's gotten pretty good in my area. We've had some really good rain, and it's cleared everything up here, so it's been nice. But I mean, the fires are definitely not gone yet. I would sing you my song, but no one wants to hear me sing.
I heard it. I got the privilege.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I know I can't hold a note, but yeah, I like to joke.
God, there's a lot of prayers to be had. People in Canada, and then we had the implosion of the Titan. Oh my God, there's so many prayers to go out.
Yeah, I only just heard about that. I didn't even know about it at all.
Yeah,
Like what?
that's because from what I was reading, and this is actually news sources coming from across these. I don't believe news sources here in the United States. They like to water our stuff down or don't tell us the full truth. But anyway, the submersible apparently imploded 4 days before they reported it.
Oh
I was like,
jeez.
yeah, it was terrible. Flame boiled bird boy, really Shady. Golly.
But yeah.
And he wonders why, don't join him half the time on his videos. I'm just kidding.
Apparently he has D&D. Nice. Are you playing a bard? Please tell you play a bard.
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, okay. I don't game, so I'm like, wait a minute, what is that?
What? You don't know what D&D is?
I mean, I've seen it, but
Be out!
it's too early.
Out, black spot!
It's too early. I should know
D&D.
D&D. That's what they play in Stranger Things, right?
Yes, that's exactly what they play in Stranger Things. Apparently he's the GM. He's the game master.
Gotcha.
He's the one that tries to kill everybody. And if you do it right, no one dies, but they have felt like they have achieved something.
Damn thanks me, Shade. I'm
I
38 years old. I don't play games anymore.
I'm playing Flip House, or House Flipper. I've been just tearing down things and rebuilding them for fun. That's a game I've been playing lately. Normally play Age of Empires. I play
new toys are... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was like, I've played very specific games.
I used to. Now all my money goes toward furniture that helps my body feel better.
I was going to say furniture for your animals.
Right. Oh, God. Oh, I'm 40 and love video games. Hey, I don't have anything against it. I wish I could. I've already killed off Decay, but then gave mercy to her.
Player. He killed Decay and then gave her mercy, so he either brought her back to life or Okay, so here's the thing. Either they're not going into the encounters correctly, or you've made the counters too difficult. You really don't want your players dying. I finally bought a new laptop so I can game again and make videos in less than a day of rendering time.
Congratulations, Furberries.
Look,
I love new tech. That's what I spend my money on these days.
that's where
Every
it's
time I
money
get a
goes.
piece, yes. Every time I get a piece of new tech, I am the happiest person in the world for like a week.
He's like dancing. He picks up his cat and starts dancing with his cat.
I do. I pick up my baby. I got her about 4 or 5 months ago. She likes to be picked up and carried through the house like she's,
A queen.
Yes.
Now she knows what it's like to die and be rest. Oh.
Oh, poor Decay. She's just there.
Yeah, I used to play D&D all the time, but now I don't.
I am thinking about, I guess, jumping back into the gaming world, but not all this stuff, whatever you all are talking about. I'm thinking about getting like the Switch or whatever it's called these days and buying the new Zelda game because I'm a huge Legend of Zelda nerd. And I need to get caught up anyway.
You haven't played either one of them? The newest ones?
I played Skyward Sword. I haven't played the newest one that just came out.
So, Breath of the Wild or...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Breath of the Wild. That's what it was.
I think it's Tears something.
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, I think that's it. That would completely track. Yep.
Okay.
My husband's already beat it.
Oh, yep. Tears of the King. Okay, yep. It's huge. Mrs. Dragon loves to get new tech. Oh, same. September, same. The newest one, it looks really good from what I saw on TikTok. Yeah, the newest one, actually, the graphics are a little bit better, but it still reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
Well, it is Breath of the Wild. They basically just up things, and now you can build whatever you want on it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of new,
I've seen weird stuff already.
I guess Link gets like some new toys and all this stuff in it. I don't know.
Yep. I'm currently playing the new Zelda. It's pretty awesome since September.
Of course, rub it in. It's okay. You're playing Zelda, and I'm about to make a trip up to Indiana here in the States so I can go buy some more tech for my studio. What might be a mistake?
I think the fact that you can build whatever you want in Zelda.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I already said that was going to be a mistake. When I saw it, I was like, it's going to be a bad idea. Wow, you have a really noisy car, dude. I can't say anything. My car's probably just as loud. My car decided that it no longer wants to work. The fan no longer wants to work. The air conditioning fan. You know how annoying that is?
Yes, I do, because I just had to replace all of my tires, and there was something else. I don't know what all that stuff's called under the hood. I just take it like to my uncle or grandfather's house, and I'm like, "What's wrong with that? Fix it."
Okay, can I drive my car down there and they can fix it?
Probably. My grandfather retired from Toyota, and my uncle still works there.
Oh, geez. Well, this is not a Toyota, so.
He's not like a factory worker. He's on, I forget his job title. Anyway, he's on one of those teams. He's one of the smart people that help design the cars and do all that mess. Oh, Furberries, you're getting a new mic. Do you know what you're getting? Anytime someone mentions mic, I'm all about it.
And that's what Dark Little Voices asked as well. What kind of mic you looking at?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't pay attention to Shady. I didn't see him.
No, I might have also took a little bit for it to show up.
I'm
gotta
picking
throw
on
shade. Gotta throw shade at Shade. Poor Shade.
Oh, you're looking at a Rode mic? If you're going XLR, get the pod mic. It's incredible.
But then you need all the extra stuff like the thingamajiggies and the doodads.
It's just an interface.
Yeah, I don't have more room on my desk, dude.
No. You could make it fit, trust me.
Well, I'm thinking about restructuring how my stuff looks so that I might throw the monitor up a little bit, put it on a shelf or something.
Need new glasses. I have my glasses on, shady. And these actually are new. Furberries, you do want to go XLR. Yes, brother. Yes, yes, yes. Join the XLR
Oh,
club.
and apparently, Princess Radio is giving him the mixer. Nice.
Wait. Come over to the XLR side. We have cookies.
Stay on the USB ones.
USB.
We have more room on our desks.
um, well, and the reason I was suggesting the pod mic to you for berries, it's the closest sounding mic so far that I've found, and some other people have said, that sounds like a Shure SM7B. Granted, the SM7B, of course, is way more expensive than the pod mic.
Yeah.
You'll keep your good old Yeti. I used to have one. We have a love-hate relationship. Right now, I'm using a blue snowball. That's not too bad.
I can't use the snowball because it doesn't have the mic feature where you plug right into it, and I have to hear myself when I record. I have to.
Oh, you can't hear yourself through headphones?
Not through a Blue Yeti, or not through the snowball.
I was gonna say you can on the Blue Yeti, not
Yes.
the. Oh no, that drives me insane. No.
Yeah, someone gave. I got a snowball and quickly had to get rid of it because I couldn't hear
No.
myself. Especially so the first mic I had, I couldn't do that with, and then when I got an upgrade with the Samsung QU2, which had a feedback problem, it was a lemon. It would have been like, it was a nice mic if it wasn't for the fact that it would just all of a sudden have this noise, and I couldn't hear it until I heard the recording back. It was really weird, but that got me used to hearing myself when I record. So when I was given the snowball to replace that, and I couldn't hear myself, I quickly had to buy the Yeti because I couldn't use the snowball either, and I gave it to one of my roommates as well.
That just reminds me of like when you're singing along to a song and you think you sound great until the song, you're like, ah!
Yeah, except it was worse because at least you know that's your fault. But when it's the mic, you're just like, I don't know what I did. I went through my room trying to figure out what was causing this feedback, and it wasn't anything in the room. It was the mic. The mic itself was causing the feedback, and I've been told that it's that mic. Like, it's specifically the mic I had. It was very clear. I personally would probably have been still using it if it wasn't for that. Because it.
QU.
Yeah.
The Q2U. Yeah.
Yeah. I like
That's
this
so
one.
weird.
I like this one a lot. One, it can sit a little bit better than the QU2 could, but I was going to use that because if I ever wanted to go to a mixer, I could with it. Because it has both options.
Oh,
Yeah, it even came with the cord. Everything.
that's awesome.
But
I bought, what did I get here? Called the Blue Yeti Caster. All it is a fancy way of saying, oh, here's the microphone and the boom arm that goes with it.
Yeah.
And no matter how much I fought with it, how much I dampened my, surroundings, that mic picks, it was this one here. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's so sensitive. It can hear a dog sneeze 6 blocks away. It's so weird.
it's like, God damn it, dog. Yeah, that's mine's kind of in a shell to help with a little bit with it. I actually had the one roommate that lives downstairs. I could hear him while I was recording, but the recording didn't pick him up. I was quite shocked.
Yeah.
I was
That
like,
is weird.
I was like, okay. So I'm now have a rule of, I've a rule if I've been hearing voices while I'm recording that I go back and make sure none of them are legible. But apparently it was just quiet enough that the background noise could be taken out. So
I wish I could show you a picture of the mountain of past tech that's sitting behind me, that I went through before I landed on my. Well, it's before I found my perfect setup, and now, of course, Rode decides to come out with a new a Rodecaster Pro. They came out with a Duo. It's a smaller version of what I have. So I'm like, I gotta have it now.
Of course you do. Furberry says, the walls of my recording space are all heavily padded, but it's very ghetto.
very ghetto. It doesn't matter. Hey, when I first started, I was living in an apartment that I swear to God, if you said something too loud, it echoed for 5 minutes. I swear, or maybe I was going crazy. And when I started, I was like, how do I get rid of this? Because I was auditioning for like ACX on Amazon, and they kept rejecting all of my auditions. They were like, dude, your room sounds like crap. So I went out and I got all this padding, and I got these foldable like clothes hanger things to put stuff on. It looks so ghetto rigged, I'm telling you, but it worked.
Mine's in the corner, so it's got a moving blanket up, so it dampens everything quite
I've
well.
seen yours. It looks really cozy.
It can be claustrophobic at times, and I'm
Mm.
claustrophobic, so every once in a while I have to just get up and like, or just push the. If I push the microwave, yeah, the
Right?
mic away from me because it's on a boom arm, and then I
Yeah.
can just see how open I am again. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. But yeah, I have every once in a while I have a claustrophobic moment going, and I'm like, okay, hold on, you're fine.
Was it your setup? Am I tripping, or maybe it was someone else's? Do you have a sound shield?
Around the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I protect it from a lot of the sounds in the
Yeah.
house. That's
I
why
had
I
one of those.
also went with the QU2 is because it was more of a directional mic, so it was harder to pick everyone around me, but it had a feedback problem. So
Burberries, I'll give you this advice. This is just coming from me. You can do what you want. I would not waste your money on those eyeballs. I'm telling you, I tried one. They suck. They really do.
what?
And they're just overpriced foam. That's all it is. If you want anything, I would say get a sound shield other than those eyeballs, because those things are just a waste of money.
They look so funny. I
I have
never,
a
I've never seen them before, but oh my god, they look so funny. They're big, giant balls of foam with another
yeah,
giant ball of foam in the middle. I guess it's got different foam around each other, but that's so funny looking. Oh my god, they're so expensive. Yeah, don't buy those.
yeah. It's an overpriced piece of foam. You'd be better off going to buy like a squishy like soccer ball. I did that at one point when I had my Blue Yeti. I bought this like squishy foam. It was a soccer ball, of course. I cut a big hole in it and put it on my mic. And I was like, I don't hear a difference. This is stupid. And then I actually got to test one of the eyeballs in one of our gadget stores we have here. I was like, this sucks. I can still hear everything. Shade said he put a picture up somewhere. I don't see it. I don't know where you sent that picture, Shade. Hmm.
Shade, are you showing shade again?
He said he sent a picture in the general chat. Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, it's in the general chat in the Discord. In my Discord.
And coffee chat? Oh, general.
Yeah.
I'm silly. There it is.
Literally in the closet.
Oh my gosh.
I had such a little
Shade,
area. How?
you all get like the great sound that you all have just from that. It still blows my. I love seeing setups because it blows my mind. There was this kid on Reddit. I don't know. I was scrolling the Reddit feed last night, and he was like, "Hey, I've been practicing like my voiceover stuff, blah blah blah." He was like, "Now keep in mind, I'm recording on my laptop's microphone in a closet in my phone." This kid blew me away. It was absolutely silent. He could do all these crazy character voices. I was like, dude, if you get professional equipment, you're gonna blow up. Like seriously, it blew my mind. You're basically in a closet too.
Everyone's in the closet. Yeah,
I'm not
just so
sure.
everyone who can't see the picture, he has a piece of cardboard around his mic, and yeah, well, as long as it dampens, it works perfect.
Furberry said he's not in your server. He said you could always invite him. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Sorry, I had to wake my husband up. He has to go for grocery shopping.
That's the first thing someone wants to do when they wake up.
Yep, that's why I'm giving him time. I'm a
I
smart.
hate. Okay, So when the pandemic was here, I'm tired of talking about that. So when the pandemic was here, all of our grocery stores started closing at like 10 or 11 because then they made this announcement. It gives us time to close down and sanitize and clean everything. Cool, I get that. Pandemic's been over and they still close at 10 or 11. I'm like, I hate all of you because I like to do my grocery shopping and go to like Walmart or something for toiletries. Um, at like 2 or 3 in the morning when there's no one in the store. So now I have to go out during the day and I'm like, oh, there's people out here.
McDonald's is starting to do 24-hour, like some of the 24-hour restaurants are going back to it. See, I
hmm
order it online and then we go pick it up.
I was doing that, but around here, oh my God, we've got some, it's okay. How do I put this nicely? It's a lot of kids and it's like their first job, or it's like college kids or young adults who are just apparently lazy, phone glued to their face.
Mm.
And I was doing ordering for a while too until like 4 of my orders got messed up. I was like, I'm never doing this again. So now I just shop on Amazon. I'm good.
See, Amazon doesn't really have groceries in Canada. It's that's not
Oh,
a,
I don't get groceries off. No,
because that's the
not that.
thing you could do on Amazon. I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it too. My mother's ordered a couple of things and ugh.
No, they don't. It's not kids. They're fairly older. I've seen them shopping in the store before, and I've only had one time a mix-up. They missed 2 items.
Cindy said she keeps Amazon. It's the same Cindy saying. Oh, Furberries, look at your little setup.
Furberry, just so everyone knows, Furberries actually has a giant purple teddy bear in his recording
Guys,
studio, and I love it.
that's the
I
first thing that
love
I
it.
saw. Look at the little snowball.
You'll be so
That's
well.
so cool. I'm shocked you didn't like rig it to hang from that shelf up there for berries.
Make it feel like you're talking
I
into
wish
a
I could blow
podcast.
that up. I want to see what those little figures up are on the top.
If you click on it, you can. So he's got
I get it, but
Michael,
it won't go
Chucky,
larger.
Pennywise, Freddy, and
Ready?
Beetlejuice.
Okay, I didn't know what the one in the very corner was. If I get really close to the screen, I can see it because I have it blown up. It just won't go bigger.
Oh, mine's pretty big, so I don't know.
What is the light for?
So you're not in darkness? Duh.
Hello, Infinity. Long time no chat. As the guy who has to clean the store, I love it better because I don't have idiots who say, oops, looks like you missed. I get that too, DLV. I used to work for Walmart like way back in the day in my college years, but that was just for money so I could have coffee to stay awake in class.
See, I'm more vindictive because I have my hand where there's product going, oops, you missed a spot, and pretend I'm about to move their stuff and make a whole
And
new mess.
I also get it too because it's like when they do their stalking. So, those few people that they're stepping over you, they're reaching over you, or they're messing up the shelf you just stocked. I mean, I get it, but still, Infinity. For other reasons, I was drinking embalming fluid out of leprechaun skulls while bathing in zombie vomit.
Ugh.
I love how detailed that was. Oh, Furberries, you don't have a boom arm.
No,
I wish you Are you in the U.S., Furberries?
no, he's in Canada.
Oh, dang it. Okay. I
It's
tend to
so.
be
It's funny how fast
I
I can
tend to
be.
be really nice and just give people my tech because I have a mountain of it.
Well, you know, I'm always willing to take the tech off your hands. But you gotta ship it to Canada. I don't know if the shipping's gone any cheaper yet to Canada. It got stupidly expensive for a while there.
How long does it take to get through customs?
Depends.
Mm.
Sometimes it's super, super fast. Sometimes they hold on to it forever.
Speaking of customs, oh my God, I finally jumped on the popular train and ordered a few things from Temu. Like I just had to do it. And I will say their stuff is legit. And then come to find out, now I feel really bad. Their company loses millions of money because of how cheap they're selling their stuff. They're not making any profit. That is the weirdest thing in the world.
That is
But they're
weird.
trying to put Wish out of business because
Ah,
Wish is terrible. God.
yes. No, I felt Timo was exactly a replacement for Wish.
And that's all the rave has been about. Like some of my YouTubers I watch all the time. They did huge Timu haul, and I'm like, how much crap did you get? That's whew.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I didn't have a good feeling about Timo, so I never really looked. I never touched it. But
Timu, yeah, it's legit. I mean, you have to remember everything comes from China, but it's legit.
yeah, that's probably the reason. It's just I was like, this feels like Wish, and I'm good.
Wait, what?
It's
Cindy, I get stuff from them all the time in Facebook feed. I'm assuming that means advertising.
oh yeah, Timo completely did a mass ad thing trying to get people shop like a millionaire, which is their
Oh, ads. Okay.
that's
Okay, I thought that's what you meant. Okay.
their lovely slogan.
But this is Cindy. We talk all the time. Sorry, Cindy, I'm not a morning person. This is very rare that you're going to hear me in the morning. I used to be on 42's like coffees. I went back through like your history and I was like, dang, there for a while I was on every month, sometimes twice a month.
Yeah. Well, you're my good backup in case something goes awry. I'm like, Phoenix. Help.
I Infinity.
Yeah, I need to do next month's. Get that all up and running.
Well, you're also my go-to gal and I'm your fallback guy.
Yeah.
Especially when we're in a crunch. I'm like 42. You're like, what?
Give me a
Get
minute.
over here.
Like I
I do
had
the-
someone fall through. I have a couple people lined up for such things. I don't have just one person because sometimes the fall. Sometimes I already have that person in it, and I can't go to them for 2 lines. So
Furberry, sure. Like, dude, I'm serious. Like, I've got the Blue Yeti caster. Like, you can have this thing too if you want to. I don't know if you want it. I mean, the microphone's good. Maybe I just didn't know how to deal with it. But now that I'm on XLR, I will never ever go back to USB. So this thing, it comes with the boom arm, comes with the mic, comes with all that crap. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I don't want to look at that mountain. It gives me anxiety.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm good. The 8th of June. Are you sure? I got programmable matter. What? Oh God. Oh, anyway, so what's been like going on in your neck of the woods? I actually haven't spoken with you in a while since, I mean, now that we're doing 2 different things, I got out of the horror genre and now I'm putting people to sleep.
It's still horror genre though.
It's still just, well, yeah, that's true. But well, without all of the SFX and collabs and all that
I
jazz.
don't do the FSFS. I just started leaning into it. I was like, I can't say it, so I'm just gonna just butcher it. Let's butcher it. It's good.
Let's see. Furberries. I won't charge you anything for the unit itself. If you pay for the shipping to Canada, you can have it.
Oh wait, no, I won't be here until the week after. Fuck.
Uh-huh. That's why I said, are you sure?
I don't know. Mr. Dark Little Voices was supposed to be on a stream, but all of a sudden he realized he had an anniversary. Like a jerk, he forgot. Watching.
He's getting ready to be shady 6 feet under. Decay's gonna get him, I swear.
I'll be helping her. It's fine. He can't stay dead.
That's true.
They raised a family together. They got to keep going.
That's a deal. Just let me know how much shipping. Blah blah blah. Furberries, yeah. We'll talk about that off stream. How about that? I'll hit you up on Discord. I think I have you on here. I don't know if I do.
Yeah, I think so. Well, he's now in the Discord too, so it's easier to find.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll talk about all that. If I don't have you, I'll get with 42 after the stream is over and give you my Discord and all that jazz.
Have you seen how
Yeah.
Discord changed itself now?
I saw that, like, I had to change my, like, numbers, and I was like, why?
It's because we don't have numbers anymore. They don't exist. They got rid of
I
the
do.
numbers.
Mine is still, I had
Yours-
to change it. I don't have the 4 numbers, but they made me put 2 numbers at the end.
No, it just says you're Phoenix.
Just Phoenix? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
below it, it says Phoenix Fire 85. And I'm just like, why?
That's weird. Yeah, it doesn't. It just. It doesn't show me the rest here. I can't see it. I can't
It's fine.
see it. I can't see it.
It's just like they're changing, and then Patreon's getting ready to do a huge overhaul on their site, and YouTube, of course, is constantly
Yeah.
updating stuff. So it's like, will you stop? As soon as I get used to one thing, something else changes.
You're not allowed to be used to things. Psh, that's answer.
The only thing that has not changed is Reddit. It still stays the same, and I love it.
It has changed though. There has been changes on Reddit.
Oh, I haven't seen like.
Nothing major, but I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a bunch of subreddits that suddenly disappeared.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, there was a huge uprising. I was like, oh, they're about to crash and burn.
Yeah, they were doing it on purpose to prove a point. Yeah,
Right,
apparently they made they made it a lot harder to moderate on it, which is why they were protesting. They took all the third-party tools for moderating away. You're not allowed to use them anymore. Yeah, that's what the protest was about.
Can we all just get together as narrators and writers and create our own platform?
There actually one that exists already, but you have to be a bigger narrator to get on it.
Oh, God. Maybe one of these days. Maybe in contact Let's Read. Maybe he'll do it.
I don't know. That guy's busy.
He's at 1 million. I mean, he's big enough.
Is he finally at a mill? Did
Oh, God. He hit
finally
he
get
hit
to
1
mill?
million, I think, like a month ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Finally. He was like the OG. The OG. And everyone's like, oh, my God.
Yeah,
It was a huge thing on
1.02
Twitter.
mil. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I knew he
Yep.
like last time I checked, he was quite a bit under 1 mil, and I don't keep up to.
Cindy said he's over 1 million now. Oh, I mean, I see him all the time. I hate to say it, but when I'm on YouTube, yes, I am a narrator. I'll listen to certain narrations and all that jazz. I'm just so addicted to true crime. And here lately, I have binged all those like toughest prisons in the world series on YouTube. I'm obsessed with crime, and I don't know why. It comes in phases. And then I'll go and like binge some of 242's videos, and then Shade's videos, and then Underpants.
Just so everyone knows,
Underworld.
Silver Underworld is called Underpants.
Yeah.
Just be
We call 'em-
clarified.
Yeah. We have nicknames. Hey, we actually exchanged numbers, so I can just text him now. It's so much easier.
Does that mean your friendship's official?
It's official. He's now my little brother. I adopted him.
I give you mine, but that comes with texting rates.
Does it really?
I don't know. I'm just making a joke.
I was gonna say mine. I get international stuff as long as I'm not making 1,000. It's a bromance. No, I don't think it. Well, his wife does love me. She really does. I don't think she would mind.
Oh, she probably hates me because of how many times I give him lines to be all mushy.
So okay, he wanted to know. Okay, so he asked me this. This is hilarious. So there's a technique that I do because everyone's always like, "Oh, Phoenix has got the deep voice. Hit him up for the old man or like the monster, or, you know, whatever." I know Shade always hits me up if there's like an old man or a demon or something in his stories. He hits me up, and I love doing it. So who am I talking about? Oh, Underpants was like, how do you do that? Do you just sit behind the mic and your voice just? I was like, no. Sometimes I can't get my voice and, you know, tapping into my subharmonics. So I sent him a couple of songs sung by bass and subharmonic singers, and I was like, I warm up with this. He was like, are you kidding? I was like, no, I'm not. until my voice actually, taps into my subharmonics. And he started playing it. His wife was like, "What is that devil music you're listening to?"
Don't worry about it, honey. I just want my deeper voice for you.
She said, "Turn it off. What is that? That's so scary."
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I told him, I said, "Just tell her we're doing a ritual. It'll be fine."
We're just going to sacrifice a couple virgins. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
But because my head voice is about lower mids, upper bass, and so especially when I'm telling sleep stories, like I tap into my deeper voice, and that's how people fall asleep. At least that's what they've told me. So, and there's just certain days, as a narrator, you want to sit down and you're like, "What is wrong with my voice?" It's not working.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. My least favorite's when it cracks. Why are you cracking? Stop! I'm not a pubescent boy.
What?
My voice will I've used it so much that my voice will start freaking cracking, and I'm like, I'm not a pubescent boy. Stop it! Come on.
Do you yell a lot?
It's because I'm trying to actually push my vocals to be higher and lower to stretch them. So I have been.
Do you sing?
Yeah.
Do you warm up with music? Okay.
No, I don't do warm ups.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have to. Like right now, I mean, I could record right now for a sleep channel, but this is my head voice. If I try to tap into my subharmonics, it's not going to sound the same. So I have to wait kind of till later. My voice gets deeper as the day gets darker. Of course, I'm a night owl.
No, you're a night phoenix. Duh.
I'm just an all around. I'm just all the birds.
He's all the birds all at once.
Dark little voices. You can't type Phoenix Fire without
Phoenix Fire Old Man.
Phoenix Fire Old Man. That's funny. Well, I am technically getting there, but it's all right. Cindy said you'll get there. Oh well, I mean, we're all growing. The narration world. There for a minute, we were all scared to death. We were like, "What's happening? We're all dying off."
That's just normal.
Yeah, it comes in waves, and I understand it's summertime too.
Yeah, I have seen so many narrators leave.
Yeah, but a lot of people, like my old crew, as I like to say, when I first got started, we're all around. We're just not as in contact as before, because I guess we grew up a little bit. We have major things going on.
Yeah. As we say, still very much into our adulthoods.
Shade's got what? Yeah. Shade's got what, 18 kids or something?
And counting. I mean, burnout
is a real thing. Yeah. Yes, for berries. Yeah, mental health. Me, it's not burnout. It's just a mental health thing.
Well, I actually did watch someone burn themselves out, and I was warning them too, which they're not on here, right? They were hair-raising narratives. He was recording. He had 6 months worth of stories recorded.
Wow.
I was like, why do you have so many recorded? He's like, well, in case. I'm like, that's a lot of work you just put into it. Yes, it's great. You got a backlog of 6 months, but that's a lot of work. You don't need 6 months. Probably a couple weeks, maybe a month. And then once he got through the 6 months he was done. Once he was done that, he had burned himself out. And I'm like, and he even agrees, like, she tried to warn me to not do this. So, yeah.
So because I'm back to, I was doing 3 days a week. I mean, my posting schedule has changed all the time on Back to Ashes, but now I'm strictly, staying with the Monday through Friday. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and record up the videos. And then the only thing I have to sit down and do is record the intro. That way I can go ahead and put them on scheduled releases, and it just helps. I did that 1 month. I recorded a whole month's worth, but then I had to go back and redo everything because so much crap changed. I was just like, I hate myself right now. I just hate it. 3 kids, not a baseball team, dear. Okay, fine. 3. Oh, my Skinwalker in Saskatchewan video burnt me out. Oh. I get it. I mean, I don't get burnt out. I just get to a point where sometimes, like, this is my sanctuary. This is where I feel at home. I don't get burnt out. Sometimes I'll just open the door of the studio and I'm like, not today. Not today. The couch is calling, and so is my true crime videos. Oh, speaking of 42, I meant to ask you, since we're both horror narrators or whatnot, have you watched the show From on Amazon?
No.
Oh my God, it's good. You've got to watch it. It's addictive.
Look, I have enough shows to watch.
What are you currently watching? What are you and the hubby currently watching?
Nothing. Not both of us. Okay.
Cindy watches it. Yay.
Okay. First of all, do not throw shade at me for this. There's two things I was watching very recently. The first one makes sense. The Dragon Prince, which is the newest show by the guys who did the Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've been watching that show. It's actually really good. The other one I was watching was Bluey.
Bluey?
It's a kid's show. It's a little kid's show. But, so I'm going to preface this by why I started watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching shorts on YouTube, and Bluey shorts would show up every once in a while, and I was like, I need to see these things in context. And I've also heard, yes, it's a kid's show, but it's actually very funny. It actually is fairly funny, and the kids aren't annoying, and the parents aren't annoying. It's not like Caillou. Like, it's... Oh God, they got you too. Yes.
To go back and answer your question, Dark Global. Okay, so I'm gonna sum it up in a nutshell. It has so much more, but I'll try to give you like the basic synopsis of the show. Anyway, it's a group of people that end up in this town. They don't name what town it is. It's like the middle of nowhere. And it's all these people that went traveling all over the United States, but they somehow ended up all in this one town. And when you end up in this town, you cannot escape.
Oh.
And then the other part of it is you can't be outside at night. There's these creatures that slaughter you. And then now I'm a couple of episodes behind that I've got to binge forward, so Cindy don't kill me because she probably knows what's going on. Now they're discovering more and more. It's beyond those creatures. It's like something more and more and more. So it's really, really good. They're not vampires. They're like just creatures who just slaughter the crap. It's so good. It's so good. That's all I can say without giving out like too many details. It's one of those shows where if you can get past, it's not really a slow burn, but they gradually get into it because there's so many characters that they introduce. And then it becomes steady because they follow everyone around. It's so amazing. And it literally keeps you on the edge of your seat sometimes. It's so cool. Yes, Dark Little Voices. Yes. It's on Amazon, technically in MGM Plus, because the second season's going on. So if you want to finish it, I would wait till the season 2 is over. That way you can binge it all for free, or just be like me and pay for it.
I have Prime.
September watches Bluey 2.
Okay, but you see, those people have kids. I don't.
Well, it's okay to like a kid's show, even if you're an adult. I mean,
it's also Australian, so they got some different things. I was just quite surprised by how good it was. I was like, this is actually really good. It's really cute. The kids are very inquisitive. The parents are very, like, understanding, like, idealist parents, basically. I only watched the first season, which, to be fair, it's not very long. But it's actually a very good kids show. And if I had kids and I had to watch that, I wouldn't hate it. Because it's not Caillou.
Okay, so I will forever say this because they are the strongest parents I've met, patience-wise. Interscare and his wife, their youngest, Interscare's twin, I think he just turned 2 a little while ago. He's still obsessed with the crab rave dance, and he likes to get up at the butt crack of dawn and literally turn it on and just dance for an hour to that song, maybe 2, I think. Is what she said. And I was like, oh, I would go crazy. And she's like, you learn to tune it out after a while. As long as he's dancing and happy, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that, Linus Tech Tips, of course, from Canada, they love that song as well. Cindy, I pay for MGM. Yeah, I had to. I got so addicted to the show. I didn't want to pay for it, but I was like, I have to know what happens next. So yes, everyone go check out From. It's so good.
Well, if you want to watch a really stupid kids show, Bluey. If you want to
Bluey.
watch a more adult cartoon, The Dragon Prince, slash Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Katara. And if you want to watch a really scary show, From. These are the recommendations.
Did you see they're actually remaking the movie, The Last Airbender? Did you see that?
They're making a They're making a series out of it, a live action series.
Oh, I thought it was the movie. Okay, well, regardless of the case, they're redoing it. Yes. I personally, I might get some crap for this, but I personally liked the movie.
Okay, get out. Bye. Go away. No. Get out. Get the fuck out. Did you watch the show?
No.
That's why you liked it. If you watched the show, you would hate the movie.
I take that back. I did see a little bit of it, but I have a million nieces and nephews. So while I was watching it, they're screaming and trying to, uncle, in my ear, trying to tell me what it's all about. And I was like, I'm so confused. I'm just sitting here. I'm going to watch it. You guys shut up and watch TV. And I finally walked away from it. So I have no idea. I highly
recommend start from the beginning and watch the whole thing. And you'll understand why everyone hates the movie.
Okay.
I can give you 2 reasons. 1, they mispronounce the names.
Oh.
All the names are wrong. 2, that's not how bending works. They do all these things to move one little boulder when they barely have to do anything to move a giant boulder.
Oh yeah, all that. I did see all that in the movie. I was like, that's a bit extreme. So
yeah.
And
what
came through was horrifyingly beautiful.
Okay, my favorite thing is that all of their moving bending techniques are actually based off of real martial arts. So earthbenders, airbenders, waterbenders, and firebenders all move differently, and it's all based off of real martial arts too. Can't tell you which ones they are anymore.
I would totally be a firebender, even though supposedly I guess they're the bad ones.
They start that way, but that's not how things end.
What is the thing that airbender rides on, the big animal thingy?
Appa. It's a sky bison.
Mm-hmm.
Appa.
He was cool.
I love Appa. Appa is adorably cute. Yes, and he's the last sky bison because a lot of stuff comes out about through that. The Fire Nation starts evil. Basically, to sum up, what the Fire Nation does is decides that it's doing really good, and it wants to share it with the world that how well they're doing by force. It sums up the Fire Nation and what they were doing for 100 years.
So his sky bison reminds me. This is going to show my age here, because I was obsessed with the never-ending story Falcor. The dragon. Yeah, that he rode. I wanted one so bad as a kid, and it broke my heart when, Mom and Dad was like, he's not real. I was like, don't tell me.
Don't tell me, Dad. No, it's real. See, he's right there.
I haven't seen the last Airbender live action yet.
No, don't. Do not. No, don't. Don't do it.
You can watch it. It wasn't that terrible.
It is if you enjoy the actual TV show. It's still not quite ready. Just give me a heads up. I'll text you.
Tell hubby I said hello.
Also, Phoenix says hello. Hi. It's just not. I'm just not into anime. Apparently, says Furberries. It's not anime though, technically. It's an American made, so therefore it's not anime.
I'm still getting messages back about that 17-year-old boy that I was telling you about that wants to be a voice actor.
Oh, jeez.
I paid him a huge compliment, and everyone's like, yeah, you're right. That part. Kid was awesome. Let's see. Furbears, what did you just say? I'm just not I'm not either. I'm not a huge anime person at all.
With a few exceptions, like Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah, that makes sense. Howl's Moving Castle.
The closest I got to liking anime was Pokemon in the 90s. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Start with kids. Imagine the Fire Nation as a child that waits. You sit down, relax to conquer your attention by forcing the picture in your face.
It's like that. So, the other really big problem that I had with the movie was they whitewashed really badly. Like,
Yeah.
no one was white, actually, now that I think about it. The Water Tribe's native. I believe, I can't remember what Aang is. The Fire Nation, I believe, is Indian. And I believe the Earth is Asian, if I remember correctly.
They got it. I think they pretty much nailed that in the live action, from what I remember.
They were all white actors, from what I remember, except for the Fire Nation. From what I
Fire
remember.
Nation. Did the Earthbenders? I thought they were Asian. Anyway, it's been forever since I've seen it. You missed out. I was so good. What? I was too old for Furbears. I'm sorry. It was the cool cartoon, like back in the 90s. I don't know if it's still on TV or not.
It is. Ash finally got something recently. I can't remember what it was, but everyone's like, oh my god, Ash finally got it. And I'm like, it took him, what, 20 years?
How old is Ash now? Like in his 30s?
No, he's like 12.
Still a kid?
He's like, he's aged by like 1 or 2 years.
Oh,
He is the oldest 10-year-old you ever did see.
God.
He's what every person with a job, a 10-year-old with 20 years experience, is exactly what everyone wants.
Make me an anime character. Jeez. God. So anyway, I'm interested to know, since I haven't, caught up with anyone, Furberries and Dark Low Voices, September, Infinity, all you guys, are y'all currently working on anything right now? I know Shay just released something. I'm just curious as to what everyone's working on. I'm not gonna ask 42 because I know she has a million things always.
I'm right now working on my Glitch in the Matrix video. And my 2-sentence horrors. And my 2-sentence horror stories.
Infinity liked what you said.
Bart Simpson is the oldest 10-year-old. Yeah, he really is. Right.
Oh, God.
Apparently, Ash is still 10. I just looked it up. He is still 10 years old. He has not aged.
Not until my new laptop comes, but my podcast is this Sunday with, what's that say? Mr. Ramsey? Mr. Ramsey?
It's
Okay.
Tarami? I'm not sure.
Mr. Ramsey? I'm not sure who that is, but I might pop in and check it out.
Apparently not this weekend, but I'm working on chapter 1 of No Return. And apparently you're right, Mr. Ramsey. Is he gonna cook you something? Sorry.
All right, Shade. Of course, if you need the villain, I guess I know whose inbox he'll be in. What do you have going on, 242? Just your glitch stuff?
Well, that's
like
what
just your normal routine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've kind of been trying not to get so stressed out because I just went through 3 months of non-ending stress. So, kind of just trying to be chill right now.
Totally understandable.
I actually took 2 days off from work just to kind of recenter myself after everything. So,
I'm currently stressed out because I absolutely despise summer. And I swear to God, I have mutant grass. And it sounds so silly, but as soon as I cut it, it's like the same length again within a day. It is the craziest crap I have ever seen. I might live in the bluegrass state, but daggone it, I'm ready to pour vinegar all over my front yard and just burn it all.
fair.
I hate cutting grass. Well, I used to love it, but I hate cutting it now because my allergies are so bad. And so I still wear a mask, and people look at me like I'm crazy out there with a mask on cutting grass. But I'm like, if I don't, my whole face will blow up. I hibernate in the summer. Same, Cindy. That's why I have my studio.
Same. I hook up my AC, I get the room as cold as I can, turn it back off, close the window, and record as long as I can before I get too hot, and then go back and do it again.
That is so funny. I do the same thing because the vent is right here by my microphone. And when I record, I can hear it. So if I try to like erase the background noise, then it distorts my voice and it sounds like I'm talking underwater. So I get it freezing in here where I'm shivering and I have to put my robe on. And then once I get hot, I'm like, okay, I gotta take a break. Good God, I can't breathe in here. No, Shade, of course. I'm thrilled. If you hit me up, you know I'll get it done. I'm good. I have central air. Working on a huge rotational oven is more than a little warm. Oh, that's what's wrong with me. I need to clean my glasses.
He be blind, people.
No, okay. I swear to God, I leave my glasses in the studio because basically either I need them to read, or if I'm driving, of course, so I can see the road signs. I can still see them. They're just a bit blurry. But anyway, I can clean these spotless. I can sit them down on nothing dirty, and somehow they end up with something on them.
They get fingerprints on them.
I don't know what gets on them. I pick them up. I'm like, I just set you down. I didn't touch the lens.
Yeah, well, I do touch mine every once in a while when I go to grab them, put them on.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it's the first time I've had to wear glasses in my life, and I'm just like, okay, I accept it. That's fine, but there's so much upkeep. Okay, what's going on here? I'm good. I have syndrome. Okay, I'm working on interdimensional flux quantum giga transponders, trying to bring the transition hypothesis to reality. Oh, okay, Infinity. Woo! You got a lot going on over there.
So 1 sec.
Okay, glasses clean. Mission accomplished. That or it's too early. Still. After we get off the stream, I get the pleasure of calling and waking my mother up. Yay.
Oh no.
She's all right. She's always like, can you let me sleep 15 more minutes? I'm like, if you don't get out of bed, woman. I've been up since 5. Oh my God, no. I stay up till 5 and then go to bed.
So literally you got no sleep then.
Actually last night, I'm back on my taking sleep meds again because my insomnia decided to flare back up. I've struggled with it since I was like 14 years old. I've been on and off. Anyway, I finally found a sleep med that I can take that doesn't give me that like hangover the next day. And when I woke up, way too early for your stream. I was like, crap, I have 10 minutes. I gotta go brush my teeth, get the dog out, do all this stuff before I get on the stream. And then I sit down, and of course that's when I messaged you, and I was like, I'll be damned, I'm an hour early. And I was like, oh well, at least I'm here.
Yeah, it's fair. And I think I even said that. I was like, well, at least you showed up this time. Shots fired!
No, I just hid my face and tucked my tail. I was like, oh. I never sleep on forever. Oh. I used to do that when I bartended. I like got no sleep. I was drinking so many energy drinks. My body was like, I don't have to sleep.
That explains your problems. That's why you can't drink caffeine anymore.
But my brain was like, please stop. Oh, jeez. I'm glad I don't have to get out of the house today because the Pride celebration or whatever is happening in my town, and Jesus, traffic is a mess. I'm like, I'm glad I did all my errands yesterday.
Because you're a smart bird.
Yeah. Anytime there's an event that happens in my town, because I live close to down, like not even 2 or 3 minutes from downtown, I'm like, nope, I'm staying in the house. It can wait.
Nothing's that
That
important.
or DoorDash or Uber
Mm,
Eats or whatever can go get it for me. You all can go fight it. I'll tip you.
I'll
I'm
tip
not
you to
doing it.
fight.
Right.
Fight, fight, fight. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Fight, fight, fight.
Oh,
Nah,
jeez.
we I'm near downtown, but I'm not so close that I have to worry in any way. So that's really
Yeah.
nice. Like, I've been very lucky where I live. I'm very central, but also not central enough that I have to worry about it. I'm so happy we didn't have to move. I love where this house is.
I used to live in my city's downtown for almost 10 years. I loved it, but then the nothing, it was nothing personal, but like the homeless people were starting to get aggressive, and then like people robbing people and stabbings and all that stuff was happening. I was like, no, it's time to go.
That
Now
house
it's
over
time to
there
live
looks
on the
good.
outskirts. Yeah. So I live on the outskirts. It's pretty quiet over here where I live now. I was
Minus
like,
the
yeah,
dogs.
I grew up, got an apartment, got a house. I grew up a little. I'm a block from downtown, but our
um,
downtown is only a block long and there's not much there. Hey, I love little towns like that. That's so cool.
see, I lived in an apartment when I first left my hometown. I've lived in a couple apartments, but I've mostly lived in houses actually.
I was an
Especially,
apartment dweller, but now I'm like, no, I don't want neighbors.
oh, and
Walk.
see, it's Lulu. Their whole reason's like, no, it's
Mm,
I need a yard for Lulu.
mm-hmm. An apartment living Sebastian. That's my dog's name, everyone. Um, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, especially if I was, as a dog owner, sometimes you're just not in the mood right at that second. Be like, I don't want to take you to go pee. And
Why
it
can't
was
you
just,
just use the toilet?
it's just like, it's cold outside. And now I got to get up and put clothes on and do all this, you know. So now that I have a house, I can literally just open my front door with his leash on, of course, still, and just stand there because it's one of those flex leashes.
Mm.
And he just goes out and does his business, and I can stand inside the door of my house. People are staring at me like, why won't you just come outside? Because we have mutant mosquitoes here that will literally kick your front door in to get to you. Ugh.
I
And if I
just
walk outside, they just eat me alive. I can't take it.
I pictured you as a bird with a robe around you, holding and socks. You have socks on too, holding a dog leash and just looking unimpressed as you hold this dog leash as your dog runs around.
That reminds me of the scene from Game of Thrones when Daenerys tricks I forget his name into like taking his army, and she's got a Drogon up on the chain and she's walking over and hands him over to her. I could see me doing that. 500 people in this town. Oh my god. There was a town here where I live that was like that for berries, and I absolutely loved it. Downtown was 2 streets. That was it.
Oof.
It was just restaurants and a bank and a pharmacy.
Mine's got towers.
I
It's
just ordered
huge.
Chinese delivery for my lunch. I like to eat early lunch. Ooh, now I want Chinese food.
I don't actually. It's weird.
I love Chinese. Well, I'm obsessed with eating with chopsticks because it teaches you self-discipline, and I eat slower. If I eat with a fork, it's like I'm shoveling. I'm just like, "Ugh, it's so good."
No, I can still eat pretty fast with chopsticks. I've been eating with chopsticks since I was a kid. I do not use them correctly. I use them incorrectly, but I can still use chopsticks. An Asian
Regardless
person would
of how
laugh at
you
me.
use them, regardless of how you use them, as long as you eat them. I love the fact that Japanese and Chinese culture came up with the fact that you're not going to use a fork, you're going to use 2 sticks to feed yourself. It teaches you discipline. I love the thought behind that.
Oh, I mean,
Our one restaurant is Chinese. Oh, look at her, Burberry. You may have to have it for lunch or dinner. Cindy, look what you started.
Burberry's is not gonna have Chinese food because it's the only place he can go to.
We have everything. I don't know why here where I live, oh my God, it seems like every stoplight you get to, if it's not Starbucks or Chick-fil-A, it's restaurant, car wash, restaurant, car wash, restaurant. I'm like, good God. And then we have a million car lots. And it's like inflation, people. No one's buying those cars right now.
Yeah. Though
And then
they do theorize that that's going to be starting going down again.
they get the whiny little ads after a while, like, our car lot's closing. Come on in for the best deal. We'll knock off $10,000. Blah blah. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is too expensive.
Well, that's the thing though. It's they have the you couldn't get your hands on a used car for a while there. Like,
Talk about that.
there was just such a big like prom getting anything.
I'm Poe at the moment.
I
Can't
can
even afford the second O or the R.
Poe. He's so Poe. He can't even afford the O
No,
or the R.
he said he's broke right now after buying
Yeah.
the new computer. I get it. Trust
It's
me.
fair. It's fair.
Yeah. Whenever you buy tech, I mean, it's a big investment. It'll knock you down for a minute.
Or two.
Well, someone like me too, because I'll spend a fortune. Because when I buy stuff, I don't like to do it one at a time. That drives me insane. When I want to like overhaul my room, I have to buy all of it at once. Because I don't want to piece by piece it together. I want to do it all at once, get it over with.
Yeah. Oh. I mean,
So I get back on.
we're not
so I
going
get
to
back on
talk about how much money I spent in the last month, okay? I've spent more money in the last month than I thought I'd ever spend in my whole goddamn life. So,
Okay, so back when I had surgery, of course everyone knew that. I went out and spent a buttload of money to overhaul my studio so I could still record while I was healing, even though I wasn't supposed to. But anyway, I bought a standing desk because I couldn't sit down, So I bought a standing desk, and I'm telling you and everyone else, it's the best investment you'll ever make if you buy one. I love this
dude,
thing.
my desk is drilled into the walls that are around me. You see my setup.
Aw. Yes, I have. Yours is like really cozy. Okay, so you and Miss Dreadful. Oh my God, hers is really cozy too. I don't know how you all do it. You just make it look so comfy. Mine's just like, it looks like a man cave in here. It's really cool. It's all red and black. Big desk. Yep, my desk is a piece of wood on the wall. Hey, whatever works. At this point, because I love just being on my couch so much in front of my TV, I'm ready to just move my studio into the living room. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I posted a picture of my setup, and everyone's like, whoa. I was like, sorry, I've got OCD.
See, I'm very strategic how I take the pictures. My desk looks like a mess. Everything else around my desk looks even worse. I mean, it is literally in my bedroom. So.
Well, yours is still like comfy. Like, even say if I were to come visit your house and have to borrow like your setup for a moment to like get a story posted, I would feel very comfortable sitting at your setup because it looks so cozy.
It is. It's very inviting.
Yes.
Just make sure the
And
wheels
mine
stay
is-
on the piece of plastic. I do not need more wheel marks on the wood floor, though. I don't own this place. I don't have to worry about that as much. Oh no, I ruined the paint that was really badly put down on here.
At that point, you're just gonna have to get the chair mat.
Which is what I have.
Oh, okay. You said plastic. I was thinking you put like a piece of plastic on the floor. I'm sorry.
No, I put a plastic mat down for
I had one and it got on my nerves because either I would push back or scoot up too far, and the thing either one kept shifting or one of the wheels would get caught on the side of it. I was like, you know what, this is going in the garbage. But there's carpet in my studio, so I'm good. Except for the fact that I've been sitting here for so long. Now there's indentions in the carpet. So it gets bumpy when I move. Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I've got to pass on messages to my husband.
Oh yes, because you made him go to the grocery store.
Yes, and of course they changed out food again, so I had to go, okay, tell him no on this and go pick out something else, please. Well, I told them which steak I wanted. I want some cheap steak, and they went with a lot more expensive. So I sent him a picture of what I'm doing with it so that he can grab it. Oh, I don't have my naan bread. Oh man,
I'm
that's just
actually
rude.
probably gonna call Mama. As you can tell, Mom's like best friend in the world. I might call her and beg her to make her famous barbecue pulled pork.
Ooh, that does
That
sound good.
sounds. It does. She uses some sort of bourbon barbecue sauce, or she might actually put bourbon in it. I don't know. It's
She makes her own bourbon barbecue sauce.
yeah, it's so good. And I'm like, Mom, can I have the? Nope. I'm like, come on, just give me the recipe. My grandmother finally just got, came up off her recipes and gave me all of hers. I was like, thank you, Nana. I love you.
We're
She's like,
actually.
she said, I only gave them to you because I know you can cook.
Ooh, shots fired. Woo.
Well, I mean, there are certain people in my family can't cook. They burn water. It's like, come on, people.
I can't say anything. I've technically done that. But at the same time, I can cook. I was just young and an idiot.
So my horror story, I know how to cook, of course, but my horror story was way back when. I forgot how many years ago, when I had roommates in an apartment. I was trash out of my brain back when I used to drink. I've been sober for 3 years. Anyway, my favorite thing to eat when I got hammered out of my brain was boiled eggs. I just loved them. And so I put them on the stove and I was sitting in front of the TV waiting for them to boil and fell asleep.
Oh,
By the time I woke
no.
up, the apartment was full of smoke. They were screaming at me. All the eggs had exploded all over the kitchen. I was like, I'm so sorry. I almost burnt down my kitchen. And that's why I quit drinking.
And that was the last time I had that drink. Passed out
Your
drunk
m-
after putting water on to
Yep.
boil. Yep, that's exactly what he did. Oh, that's what his mom did. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's fine.
Um,
I don't anymore. I don't.
I
do-
can't even use that as an excuse. I was just really, I used to be really spacey. I put water on to boil to cook some veggies, and I actually did put the veggies in there.
You
And
did or did?
I did. They were in a
Oh.
strainer,
Mm-hmm.
and I went back to my computer to do something, and I spaced. And by the time I remembered, because I spotted something funny, I got back and the water was all gone and the strainer had melted. It was a plastic strainer.
No.
Yeah, so I was able to salvage the pot it was in, but I was not able to salvage the strainer.
I've done that before. I make homemade chicken Alfredo, my own sauce and all that stuff. And I always put the broccoli in a strainer and just boil it like in the pot, either covered in water or I'll steam it that way. And I don't know what I was watching, but I got too into it. When I went back, that broccoli was nothing but mush. It looked like baby food. I was like, that's all I bought too. Now, so I had to go back to the store, get more broccoli. I was just like, oh man. And that's why I quit drinking.
See, I can't even use the excuse. I wasn't drinking. I just spaced. I now have kind of the rule where I'm not allowed to go too far from the kitchen if I'm cooking. So I'm allowed to watch the TV in the living room because it's right next to the kitchen, but I'm not allowed, like, I try not to leave the kitchen for too long when I'm cooking, so.
This is the very first place, period, the house I live in, that the water's heated by gas and my stove is gas. I hate gas. It scares the crap out of me. But anyway, whenever I use the stove, like, I don't move from the kitchen, period. I'm like, this is gas and it cooks like really fast.
Yes. Yeah. That's why that's why a lot of people like it. It has a more even cook to my knowledge, and it's so much faster.
See, I was always taught, because I have patience in the kitchen because it's therapeutic for me when I cook, because you're making something. I'm just one of those people, when you actually make it yourself, it tastes 10 times better. I like to slowly cook things on an electric stove. Gas is like, no, bitch, you're gonna get a whole meal like in 5 seconds.
See, I actually find that I like the food less when I cook it.
And then, I'm sitting here complaining over that, but yet I own an air fryer that I can't stop using.
I mean, yes, you do have an air fry problem.
Oh, I love my air fryer. I thought people were out of their minds. I was like, what is this phase? People are crazy. I will never buy one of those. And I looked at it, I was like, well, I might try it. And I'm like, oh, now I know what the fuss is about. You haven't used an air fryer yet, Cindy? Get one. It'll change your life. I promise you that. You've
I've
had it for 2 months
2 months.
and you've not used it? Oh my God. Technology, some of it's good and some of it's like, nah, I don't want that. But the air fryer, whoever invented that, I want to give them the biggest kiss in the world.
Pucker up, Sweek.
Mm. It's like a microwave on steroids, but it cooks your food so evenly. Oh, I love it. You have a small Ninja smoker. I bought the one Marshmallow. Is that guy's name? The famous DJ. He did a collab with one of the air fryer companies and came out with the special edition one. That's what I have, and of course it's black. So
Mine's black too.
it's so awesome. Couple punches of a button, walk away, come back a few minutes later, your food is done.
See, I barely use the air fryer, but everyone else in the house uses it a lot. So, because, see, every time I go to use the air fryer, it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. So I'm just like, I'm not using the air fryer because I don't want to have to clean it every time I want to go use it. So, F that. I'll just use this.
I used to toast my bagels in my toaster, and now that I have an air fryer, I toast them in that, and it call me crazy, but it tastes so much better.
You taste, wow.
Yeah, I do. I put everything in the air fryer. And pizza rolls are done in like 2 seconds. I'm like, life is so much better.
I hate
life
pizza
is so
rolls.
much better. I love pizza rolls.
Okay, so here's the difference. You have pizza rolls, I have pizza pockets. Pizza pockets are way better than pizza rolls.
We discussed this, and I was like, there's no such thing. And you were like, yes, there is. And I was like, you mean a calzone? You're like, no.
No, it is different than a calzone, and apparently you don't have them down in the States. They are not an American thing. They are a Canadian thing.
Air fried bagels. Yes, that's what they are. You tried it in California. So do you all have one, DLB? Or are you planning on getting one? I have a small
you
one. My
can
mother...
sell one of your children to get an air fryer if you have to. You can just raise another.
Not the dark little babies. You can't do that.
It's fine. He's got an extra. He's got 2. 2's all you need.
The little girl that scratched him up last time. My mother has a big one on the, on her. I was like, Mom, why did you buy so? She was like, so I can fit more stuff in it. I'm like, Mom, then use your oven.
No, use the air fryer. I gotta use the air fryer.
It looks like a mini oven sitting on her counter.
I mean, there are some that are mini ovens. There are air fryers. I mean,
Well, and then she complains. She's like, oh, I'm out of counter space. I'm like, look at this shit. You've got 2 coffee pots, all this crap on the counter, and this mini stove sitting here. Like, and one of the bread savers, And I was just like, Mom, Jesus.
I have on my counter, this is just the one side, I have a Keurig coffee maker. Then I have all the, stuff that for cooking, my food waste, and then to the other side, I have my one pot / rice cooker, my egg cooker, my kettle, and my microwave. And then on the table, we have the air fryer, the Ninja crock pot, and...
Oh, those Ninja crock pots are no joke.
Oh, they're friggin' amazing. Well, I got that over a regular crock pot because it's made out of metal and not ceramic, so if something drops on it, it doesn't shatter, which is what happened to my last crock pot. There's something else on there that we don't use anymore. I can't...
DLB, she said no, just buy one and surprise her. Cook something in it and feed it to her. I guarantee she'll be like, okay, I was wrong.
I'll get an air fryer eventually. Yeah, just wait till they're on sale.
Oh, no, for bears, it caught fire? Oh, jeez. Cindy, I don't have much room left on my counters either.
Yeah, no, see, my kitchen, the plan is to take that, the table away and actually put more cabinetry and more counter space there, and actually start putting away stuff we're not using right away.
I just got new cabinet storage that I'm like, after the stream, I've got to go cut my grass, bathe my dog, install these cabinets, and then I have another live stream tonight. So I hope I can get all this stuff done in between this, because after that live stream,
it's next week, right?
Do what now?
Mine's next week with you, right? It's next Friday.
Couldn't save that for the end of this.
It's the 7th. No, it's fine. It's fine to bring it up earlier. Yeah, it's the 7th. I'm joining yours.
Wait, what? Oh no, Phoenix. I meant selling one of the voices from. Oh, she said no. Okay, I get it now. Oh jeez. Y'all can make another one. Fine.
You can make another one. You can just raise another one. It's perfectly fine.
And even if you can't make another one, you can adopt another one. It's fine. There's so many options now.
They might not allow you because you did sell one to get.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, true.
They might not allow that.
You might be placed on a really strict list.
Do not let them adopt children. They will sell for air fryer.
My kid was microwaving a pizza pop or something, and oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is one cooked pizza pop.
No, like,
I
understand the whole microwave cockpit. That's crazy. See, and I got rid of my microwave because now I have an air fryer. I don't really use, even when I have my microwave, I barely used it.
We barely use it, but I do need every once in a while, like, to defrost something.
Yeah.
So the microwave's not going anywhere. The only problem is if you have the microwave on that side of the wall, you can't use anything else.
See, that's the problem with my coffee pot. I don't drink coffee. I bought one because Mom comes over to my house all the time. So I bought a coffee pot so she can have it. She drinks like a pot of coffee. Mom loves it, whatever. Yeah, and if the air fryer and coffee pot that's plugged into the same socket are going, it just blows the whole kitchen out. I'm like, Mom, the house is older. You can't run 15 things at once.
Exactly. And mine's, my house was built in the 60s, so.
Mine was built in it was 1932 is when this house was built.
I lived in an older house. My house that I originally, back when I still lived in the Okanagan Valley, was from 1915.
Oh, that's awesome. I love old houses.
I hated that house. Oh my god. Okay. Let me do a rundown. There wasn't insulation.
My house is uninsulated too, but I make it work.
There was no we barely made it work. It was not insulated. The heat, whatever temperature was outside was the temperature in your freaking place. It did not have central air.
Oh, well, mine has central.
It had a nice full bathroom upstairs and had a small bath in the downstairs. That was nice. It was super long and narrow.
Was it a shotgun house?
It was a shotgun house.
Basically a long, narrow home that goes from the front and it's like really long. It almost looks like one big long hallway.
Yep. That's exactly what this was.
It was a shotgun house, yeah.
And then you go, and the stairs were painted with wall paint. So they were super slippery.
Oh.
I fell down those stairs once a year.
Why? Who does? Oh.
And the worst part is we couldn't just repaint them because we were living in there and there was nowhere else upstairs into my bedroom.
People, whoever did that to your stairs deserves to step on Legos.
Don't worry. The amount of trash we left in that house, I think we got paid. Actually, truth be told, he didn't give us back our damage deposit saying we left too much trash. And I'm like, yeah, but I also left you a $600 AC unit. That was worth more than my damage deposit. So shove you.
Some of those are.
It's fine. It's fine because you know what?
Derringer.
I live in a better house with insulation now.
So mine is somewhat, but it's not in a way, if that makes sense. So I've had to,
Sorry, I forgot to tell you the worst thing. The worst thing. Mm-hmm. The electric panel was in the bathroom.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, one place it's not supposed to be is near moisture. It's in the bathroom.
Yep. And the power in the kitchen that we always knocked off also knocked the light in the bathroom. So, yeah. You can continue where you're going there.
I wonder what the hell that person was smoking when they built that house. Oh, I've got a great idea.
Well, I don't know if that like it had been updated. So I'm thinking the electric panel was there before the bathroom was.
Oh, okay, so I fell in love with older homes. Okay, so when my dad's mother was alive and was with us, we have a company here called Ball Homes, very popular. It's like every freaking neighborhood has a house and it's made by Ball Homes. They're paper thin walls, but very cozy homes. Anyway, hers was built before, I guess, central air was in big demand. So we had fans, like box fans, because Mama was like, you're not putting anything in those windows. She was always afraid someone was going to knock it out and rob her and all that stuff. I get it. Yeah. She's an older woman. So anyway, but the heaters were the floorboard heaters. Yeah. I hated those. And there was one right when you get out of the shower that would always sear your ankles every single time. And then there was one in the hallway. If you weren't paying attention, yeah, we just had burns on our ankles all the time. And if that didn't top it off, she loved kerosene heaters. So I'm like, God. It's like, I was born to be a phoenix. It's fine. But I was like,
I was born to be born.
Well, and then somebody told me something when I moved into this house, of course, because I have gas heat. Gas company loves me that time of year. Anyway, they're like, get a kerosene heater. I'm like, are you kidding? Hell no. Those things are so dangerous. And the fumes. Ugh.
So if there is a room, so that house that I was telling you about, they had baseboard heat. That's exactly how those places was heated. But I mean, again, there was no insulation, so what's the point of heating the goddamn house? Anyways, the house has been re-renoed. We've actually drove past it recently. It looks completely different. I hope whoever owns it has put central air in and has also fixed everything with it. It needed to be gutted and redone. Like, there was so much to do in that house. It would have been, due to its location, probably a $600,000 home.
I don't like fooling with anything electric. I'm just one of those paranoid people, like, oh, I'm going to shock myself. But I have to install a ceiling fan in the living room. I thought about putting one here in the studio, but I'm afraid the noise will get into my mic. So, hello, Bookworm.
Hello, Bookworm, aka Hair Raising Narratives, and hello, Derringer. Welcome. We didn't say hi to Derringer yet either.
Bookworm is Hair Raising Narratives. Cool.
He's no longer going. He's done with YouTube, so that's just going to be his normal watching YouTube thing.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, so you might be able to get away with it in the room.
Good to see you again, Bookworm. Well, I don't know, because the ceiling fan, of course, without the enhanced listening ears, aka the cans on my head and the microphone, everything is amplified. So I don't know if all that draft is going to hit the microphone or not. But I love ceiling fans in the winter because they keep your house warmer.
Yes, because they push all that hot air up top back down. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would love a ceiling fan in the living room that we have. That would be friggin' awesome.
Because when I'm on the couch, I have a stand-up fan sitting there, because where my couch is sitting, just the way this house is built, they stuck it in the floor, which is right under my couch. And I'm like, are you joking? And I can't rearrange my living room so that flows freely. So I'm like, screw it. So I put a fan in there. And in my bedroom, which I love sleeping in, is a wind tunnel. I have to have like 2 or 3 fans going. It's crazy.
Me and my husband have had a compromise. I like a little of movement, but I don't like the actual it hitting me.
I want it on me. I want to freeze to death. I love it.
I hate it. I hate being cold. So we have the one fan, and then we have the AC unit, which is a portable. So because how the way our windows are designed, you can't have the window shakers. There's no way to hold it in. So
So
We
you
have
have the unit with that big like
tube.
tunnel thing that goes
Yep.
out the window.
Yeah.
I
There.
had one of those, but I hated it because you had to constantly empty the water
Mm-mm.
that gets built up in it, the condensation. I was like, this is a mess. I don't want to do this anymore.
You shouldn't. It's supposed to force it back out the tube.
Nah, it didn't.
Oh, yeah,
This one
'cause-
must have been broken. Cindy,
Yeah.
that's why we get along. That's why we get along. I love people who love the cold.
I hate being cold, but no, it's supposed to. I also we have one that's having that problem in the living room right now. We actually have a thing under it to collect the water in case it's doing that. I think I fixed it to the point where it's not doing that anymore. So, but yeah, no, they're supposed to. So the way ACs work is they create ice on the coils, and then they melt the ice off, and therefore and that's supposed to be pushed out the tube as it's doing it, because it's as part. And same thing if you have an HVAC system in your house, there's an A coil that does the exact same thing, and then they have a condensation pump that pushes that back out.
Yeah, trust me. I just had to replace my water heater. That was fun. But thank God, and it's in the same closet as my HVAC. So when I pulled out the water heater, I was like, oh, thank God I did this, because I noticed that where the air intake goes, where I put my air filter, there was this big glob or hunk of, I don't know what got in it, but that was fun to start digging into.
Yeah.
And ever since I cleaned it out and cleaned it up, it is freezing in my house. And I'm like, yay. While my poor dog, who's 13, is like, I hate you right now. Let me outside where there's sunshine.
Hey, don't worry about outside. Oh, so you actually have an air conditioner then, too? Outside?
Yeah, this house has central air, but I still run my fans and all that jazz because
no. There's a difference between central air and having an AC.
Well, I have central air.
I have furnace, which heats my house, but I do not have an AC unit attached to it. There is no AC. So you must have an AC unit outside as well. You have the.
Oh yeah. I do.
Central air is the ducts that you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have one outside. I just don't know about it because where it's located, there's too much poison ivy growing around it, and I'm deathly allergic to poison ivy.
You should get someone to clean that up for you then.
I've tried.
To find someone to do it for you?
Yeah, I've actually tried, and the few that's like, yeah, man, I'll be over, they never show up. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
I would keep trying because you need for that not to have plants around it.
Your food is already yes, you order Chinese food, Cindy. It's like the fastest delivery.
Yes, I don't know what is with Chinese food being so fast. Yeah, 100% we get someone to clear that out for you, dude. You keep trying because it brings in air and it needs to breathe.
I am at this point where I'm just gonna go buy one of those cheap like hazmat suits.
Well, what I was thinking is grab some gloves, like gardening gloves. Do this more in the fall when it's a little bit colder. Full length shirt. Tape that onto your gloves on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then make sure you do it on the bottom too to your socks. And then you can't, it won't touch you anymore because you've got that, right? And plus, poison ivy is already going to affect you as well.
It's going to, but when the oils from the plant hits my skin, it's over. It's just over.
So yeah, you can try that. The other thing you can do is try to poison it first, so it's half dead.
I'm getting ready to try that. I just read a home remedy because I don't like buying expensive chemicals from the store and spraying it on the ground. I just don't like hurting Mother Earth like that.
Fair.
I do. It's like a water, Dawn dish liquid, and vinegar, I think is what it is. You spray it on there, and then the sun does the rest. It just like fries it. And it kills it.
You just gotta make sure it's not gonna rain for the next little bit and do that. 100% would recommend doing that, and then just do the glove and that way you know that nothing will touch it, and probably wear a mask or something.
Oh, definitely mask. Mom came over and got some off the side, like where we call them Herbies. Yes, it's a country thing. My trash bin. Anyway, because I was like, oh, I can't take the garbage out. Look at all the poison. So anyway, she pulled all that up, and I'm able to get to my trash bins now.
Good. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, just
yes, bookworm. I respect Mother Earth because she's already kind of angry right now because we hurt her so much.
Yeah, she's quite angry. The smoke has definitely been like I have lived through I think 3 bad smoke summers. At least
Wow.
2 I know of for sure. Because when I was living in the Okanagan Valley, the Washington was burning down, as well as northern BC, I think too. So we were just getting nothing but smoke the whole time. It was so bad. Like that wasn't a summer. That was smoke, like pure smoke. I've actually had at least some summer here, but yeah, it's like 2 or 3 times we've got really bad here where I couldn't, like, you can't breathe, you can't do anything. It's just so
And
bad
it's so
outside.
weird that Canada is on fire and California here in the States hasn't caught fire yet. Because normally it's about this time
Knock on
where
wood.
they go for like a month or two, and California just burns.
But it might
And
have been that you guys have had enough fires that the problem hasn't burned away. See, we've done this to ourselves because we kept squashing the fires right away. That this part of the cycle for nature is to have these fires to burn away old rubbish and get rid of it so that new life can start anew. And we kept getting rid of the fires, so this tinder was still there that hadn't been burned away, and we've done it longer and longer. And now that our summers are hotter, we've got less rain, it even makes it even worse. So
now
we've done
clear
this
this up
ourselves.
for me. Okay, so America's news, of course, is trash because they don't always tell the, I don't know, they always don't report the full story. You live in Canada. So I've heard two things. Was it started by lightning or did an arsonist start it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Okay.
But truth be
I
told,
read both things.
there's been tons of different fires. This isn't one fire. This is a bunch of fires. So it could have been lightning, could have been someone doing a campfire that got out, could have been a cigarette butt, could have been someone who did it on purpose because they do that for some reason. I don't know why.
California fires here every year, it's always started by some arsonist, like deliberately. And it's like,
That's
what is
so
wrong with you
bad.
people?
It's so
Like,
bad.
I mean, to like burn off Mother Nature if it needs to grow back fresh and stuff, I get that. But these idiots that like to start fires in California, I mean, their fires they start burning down people's houses and all this other mess. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Good God. If
Yeah.
you want to do that, go find yourself like a little hole in a cave and go burn your own self up. Leave people alone. So that's just the way I feel about it. I don't understand. I like fire, but I don't want to set everything on fire. Jeez.
I'm gonna stand over here where I won't set anything on fire.
You can't take me camping either because I won't stay out of the fire pit. Everyone's like, will you leave it alone?
No, it's anything warm in here.
And okay, so my house here as well has a fireplace, but the chimney is so out of service that the guy that I called, he was like, "No, this chimney's bad, dude." He was like, "If you ever want to use this again, I'm gonna have to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it." I was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. It's too much of a hassle." So thank God I don't, because if that were active, I wouldn't stay out of it. I would just sit in front of my fireplace all night long and play in the fire. Bookworm, the roof is on fire.
Yeah, it looks like we have quite a few still very much in the north right now.
I'm praying for everyone. I hope it's not killed anyone or too many people.
I'm not sure. There's just so many. Like I'm looking at the map. There's tons. They've gotten a bunch under control now, but there's a few that are really. There's one right on the border too, apparently.
I do know, oh God bless New York. I've been to New York. I loved my visits there. Been a few times. I mean, yes, it still stinks. Their air pollution is horrible, but plus the smoke from Canada. Oh, I can't imagine what they're going through right now.
Yeah, no.
I saw like a live picture of it, and it was just like this thick orange. You couldn't see through it. I was like, I can't imagine what people in Canada are going through. This is insane. And then, of course, it was coming down the East Coast, you know, and here where I live, you could just faintly smell something. I was like, what is that? It smells like something's burning. Yeah. It got as far down as Florida. The haze is what they call it, the haze.
Yeah.
We didn't get the smoke.
Yeah, now I'm looking at BC, which is the province right next to me, and there's a ton of forest fires there too, all in the north as well. So yeah, no, yep, we're burning down. Yep.
For animal life.
Yep.
I came here in Virginia. Same, Cindy. Everyone knows I live in Kentucky, but we just like our weather forecast for like 3 or 4 days just said hazy, and I didn't know what that meant. And then one day it said smoke. I've never seen that before, and I was like, wait, what? Kentucky on fire? No, it was literally you go outside. It was crystal, clear sky. But when you looked up, you could just see the slight haze. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, we're gonna have thunderstorms for the next week.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to. We get strong thunderstorms tomorrow, which I'm so mad about because my sleep videos are set to rain. And I wished I could take my mic and go sit on my front porch and record it, but no. I can't. The way everything's attached in here, it's not long enough for me to drag my microphone out there. And two, I'm not putting my SM7B outside. Yeah.
You could take one of the other mics that you have that you don't care about. I'm just saying. What? What just happened? Are you okay? You still there? I think your internet's having problems. Can you hear me, Phoenix? Can you hear me? Phoenix? I don't think it's my internet. Maybe. Hold on. I don't think so. I think we've lost the Phoenix. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, everything's good. He'll be back. He can never escape. He can't escape us. There's no escaping. There's no escaping. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go.
There you are.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking, where'd you go?
I think your internet had a hiccup. Stupid internets.
Yes. Ugh. Discord. Technology.
Has to break. So, anything you want to talk about on your channel? We got the last 15 minutes.
Sure. Before I do that, I just want to make sure that Furberries heard me. I got your invite. I don't know if anyone else could hear me. Anyway, I got your message, Furberries. I'll message you shortly. Yes. So over on my channel, it's the weekend. I don't post on Saturday and Sunday. So next week I have a huge announcement coming up. There's some changes coming to Back to Ashes, nothing major. And then of course I've got some real cool stories coming out Monday through Friday, and starting I think next month I'm going to start posting back on my horror channel because I want to get back into it because Halloween's approaching very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's it. You're welcome, Furberries. You're welcome. What about you? What do you have going on?
Tomorrow will be Glitch in the Matrix stories. We'll be going live. There'll be 5 of those. And that, I mean, every day you get 2-sentence horrors. Reddit, the subreddit's back up. So
Yay.
I luckily, I had a mod come to me going, hey, the subreddit's going to go down. You might want to take some extra stories to ride this out. And so I took 2 weeks worth, like asking and all that stuff. And I was able to write it out, but I actually had a few writers going, here you go, here's some extra stories in case the subreddit doesn't come back. I was like, thank you. Because I was just thinking, like, I don't know what because it was getting to the end of it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do if the subreddit doesn't go back. And then I looked at, I have like over 100 and somewhat submitted by one specific writer. So, I mean, I could have just done a week's worth of his stuff and been fine.
So you're saying that, and over on my channel, which I've received a few, and I'm still waiting on a few more because I don't have enough to make a video yet. But I have asked my subscribers to send in their like horror stories, anything that has ever scared them in their life. I don't care what it is, scared of the boogeyman, scared of a shadow man, if you had a creepy encounter or a let's not meet situation, whatever the case may be. I've asked people to submit stories for me because I want to make a special video dedicated to the subscribers that's their true stories. I just thought it would be really fun
I can
to.
send you one actually.
That's. Is it your personal story?
Yep.
That'd be perfect.
Yep. I have a couple true scary stories.
Cindy, send it to me. You're one of my members. You're one of my. Hell, I think you've been with me since the beginning. Send it. Send everything you got.
I send you cookies and love. Ah.
Cindy's literally been with Back to Ashes since it started. It's crazy.
Yeah. I actually.
She's been one of my long-term supporters. I love it.
I know that I subscribed to your Back to Ashes, and I went and looked today, and it's like, subscribe. I'm like, I already did that a while ago. What the heck?
A lot of people telling me that, or they can't find the join the membership button. Like
YouTube does. Okay, so there's also, you can add there is a link you can add to your descriptions for that purpose, which I need to also add.
I did that already.
Yeah, I need to do that too. I need to do it.
But then some people are like, we don't see it. It's not there. And I'm like, I can see it. And they're like, it's not there. Or the subscribe button, they're like, did you deactivate it? I was like, we can't deactivate those buttons.
No,
I don't know where it went.
The join button I can see being glitchy just because that's something each channel adds, but the subscribe button, like, I remember when you started, I went and subscribed the second you told me that you made another channel. So I'm like, this is fishy, YouTube. When did you unsubscribe me?
I really think, this is my personal opinion, I think it's because they're targeting YouTube Shorts so heavily that they're like, them long form people will be just fine. I think they forgot about us.
And I'm like, I'm the weird mixed channel that does both. So I'm just like,
I just don't want to do shorts. It's so weird because I'm a long form reader, and I'm like, I don't know if we're saying 60 seconds.
And that's the problem. Their shorts are specifically 60 seconds. TikTok has gone up to 10 minutes, which by that point it's long form. But I think they should make shorts up to 5 minutes. Like,
I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. So I was going to do it once upon a time, and I was going to start reading a story and have it cut off and then be like, for the rest of this story, please go over and check this video. But I'm like, that's kind of stupid. Yeah. Now that makes me feel like an advertiser on television.
But people do use that. They use it. There's a few that I'm subscribed to, and they like interview people, and they'll take like snippets of the interview, and then that's to get people to go check out the rest of the interview. Right? I
just haven't found like a creative way to make a short to make it worth it, because you know how much we know as content creators all that work that goes into making those shorts, and then of course YouTube is beating your brains and going, hurry, give us more. So
yes, they want never-ending, like, the amount of content they want.
Derringer just answered one of our questions.
You need to do in the development console to verify your account. Until you do it, it hides your links if you post them. For our channel, because it was hiding links when we posted them.
To verify my account, I've already done all of that though. Oh, I'll have to look at it again.
Yeah, because I know all my accounts are verified. Like, mine's been verified a long time ago, especially since it's now moderated or monetized.
Yeah, so it's Back to Ashes. That was done. I was monetized within 3 weeks. All of that was verified. I'm sorry.
I hate you so
Everyone's like, we need your deep voice. Put me to sleep. And I was like, yes, vocal melatonin. It's addictive.
So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Back to Ashes or Phoenix Fire's other channels, I do have the links down below, including the ones to his Twitter account. The links are down in the show notes /develop.
Yeah, feel free to shoot me a DM. I haven't posted on the horror channel in a long, long time
Yes, it's
because Back to Ashes has kept me on my tippy toes because I provide sleep therapy for people, and that really, really makes my soul happy.
yes, and I have links to both channels down there. But yes, if you want to see more what he's doing, and then not next Friday, but the Friday after, I believe. It's the
Oh, hang
7th,
on.
right?
Yes, this is my special announcement. Actually, wait a minute. Why am I on my calendars? So, for those that love 242, she will be on live with me on July 7th with Silver Underworld. So, I will have two guests on with me. So, come on over and relax with us while we read you some vocal melatonin to take the stress out of
You
your
want to
life.
tell them why you have two guests?
No.
I'm
No.
shade. I need some shade. Someone forgot that I said I had picked originally August, and I went, "Oh wait, no, you have July open." So I asked for July, and then he had forgotten to put me there. But it's fine. I like Silver Underworld, so it worked out great because I like being with him
Well,
anyway. So
it also works easier too when I have two other guests on because I don't have a moderator. When I'm on my live, I am the moderator, so it gets a little hectic sometimes trying to read, trying to the chat and all that stuff. But luckily, I don't have like bots or people on there trying to sell, you know, dirty stuff on there, so
yeah.
I'm good. But anyway, so yes, I'm gonna have 242 on. She's an incredible narrator, and of course, Silver, my little brother. I call him my little brother. He'll be on there as well, and he has a sleep panel. So we'll talk about all that on the
And
7th.
I do too now too.
Yes, you
I
have
242 slumbers.
242 slumbers.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's the same stories are on this channel, but with pure rain sounds, and the mix is a little bit different. So it's more geared towards trying to help you sleep. While 242 reads is more geared to like if you're studying or something. So it's more creepier music to kind of bring you in. So it's the same stories. It's just but there's no shorts on there. It's literally just the sleep video, so it only gets an upload once a week, and that's it. Nothing
I'll
else.
say one last thing. If anybody else in the chat wants to send a story over to be read on Back to Ashes, one of your horrific stories, it's phoenixfirenarrations@gmail.com. I would love to read your stories and feature them on my channel. And with that, it's all yours, ma'am.
I'm taking this mic. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm ready to go take out my aligner so I can eat breakfast. My teeth hurt. Bye, Cindy. I'll actually probably chat with you soon, like we always do.
You have a good one, Sydney. Stay out of trouble. It's his job to get in the trouble. He can burn it off.
Cindy never gets in trouble.
That's because she's sneaky. Duh. But yes, like always, I always have the links to my guests down below for you guys, and of course other surprises. And of course check out
for berries.
The links down below and all that jazz. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you next week. Bye.